Hey everybody, it's Rachel or Dolly Discourse, and today I'm going to be doing another video about a pretty obscure doll line that I don't see a lot of YouTubers talking about. So these are the Moxie Teenz dolls, which you may have heard of. They're really gorgeous. So today I'm just going to be doing a bit of a collection video, which is literally just these two, and a chat and review of these two girls. So first, real quick, my story with these dolls. So I got my first one about 2 years ago when the first Rainbow High dolls were released. Basically, I didn't really want a Rainbow High Series 1 doll because I didn't like them. I still think they're kind of ugly to this day. I do have some Rainbow High now, but not Series 1, but I digress. But I was kind of itching for a doll with inset eyes by MGA that was still really pretty, and I kind of remember that these existed. So I looked them up on eBay and did a little searching, and then I found this Melrose for only $40 with all her accessories, her wig in perfect condition, well, almost all her accessories. And so I just snagged her up, and then when she came to me in the mail, I fell in love, because come on, look at that face. And I just had the one for a while because these are really hard to find, and then it wasn't until merely a couple days ago when I got this Arizona in the mail. I had found her on eBay about a week ago, and it was an amazing price because she was new in box, and I actually won her in a bid for under $40 for new in box Moxie Teenz. So if you collect these, again, you know how hard it is to get a deal like that. So that is kind of my story with these. So I took down the girls so I could review them better on my desk. So yeah, as I said, I just got Arizona a few days ago, and originally I was kind of planning to do an unboxing and review of her, but turns out that I kind of just wanted to unbox her by myself because I usually like unboxing dolls on my own. It's sort of like a personal experience, you know, to like go through it. I'm very careful and slow with it, so I just wanted to do that myself and then kind of just retroactively bring you this look at her. So the unboxing experience was bad. Basically, there was a lot of ties and threads in her hair, and I think MGA used to have like very intense packaging like that, and it was not easy to get out. But at the end of the day, we got through it. Yeah, I'm glad they don't really do that anymore with Rainbow High. But unfortunately, the casualty was her wig. She came with some serious box hair. I already have actually washed this wig, but it didn't get really much better or worse. I think it looked like this regardless, like fresh out of the box. Because she does have a natural curl pattern, which I don't want to boil out the curl pattern. I also don't want to recurl it myself. So for now, I'm going to keep it like this and just display her with her back to the wall. But yeah, that was sort of disappointing at first. Granted, she has been in this box for 12 years, okay? So these came out in 2010. They were sort of like the tween spin-off of Moxie Girls, and it was sort of a weird line that they tried to cross because they almost look like they're for adult collectors, but at the same time, they're plain line dolls. So it's sort of just like an awkward in-between because they're like almost too high quality for what they are. And that's sort of why they didn't last very long. They ended up having 3 series total. A series 2 version with like different outfits for the main girls, and then like a series 3 version with like formal outfits, which also introduced new characters and even a boy. But they didn't last super long. I think they were almost confusing to consumers. But I wish people hadn't slept on them because they're just so cool. Another very important detail to mention is the near size of these ladies. So these are 14-inch dolls. I don't think you can actually see, like, expect the size of these. Like, this is my hand, if that helps, but like, it's shocking, and I think it may have been even uncanny for some people. I like them because of their size. Like, I love a good, solid, sturdy, like, big doll. Like, they feel more worth the money to me because of that, like, chunky size. But it was definitely different, and I think people were used to 12-inch dolls at that time, mostly, especially for playline. So 2010 was pretty much prime time for me to be buying dolls like this. That's about when I started buying Monster High when they first came out, but for some reason I don't remember these even being on store shelves at all. Maybe they just weren't capturing my attention because I was like too focused on Monster High at the time. But even though I don't really remember them, they're still pretty nostalgic just because of the fashions. Like, it does remind me of a time period that I was a kid during. So I'm not going to do a super in-depth review, just gonna kind of go over them because this is just mostly supposed to be a chat about this line. Whoops. So they all came with wigs at first, right? I think eventually when they re-released them and during series 2 and 3, they started rooting the dolls instead. But at first they all came with wigs. I believe their wigs are made of saran because they're really nice quality and they have that like waxy texture, which I believe is what people use to identify saran. And they all came with a silly little hat. Her hat is on right now because I think it's covering some, you know, bad wig lines and stuff, and it looks really cute on her. And I have Melrose's hat right here. It's this like crackle texture. It came like that. It's not just aged poorly. Yeah, I don't display her with it, but these hats do remind me of like the fashion of the 2010s, so that is adorable. They have jewelry, earrings. My Melrose only has one complete earring. Jackets, these massive purses. They're so massive that I could display it as like a shoulder bag. Fabric, and they open. Really great quality. Rings, bracelets. Yeah, the ring fell out like 7 times while I was like merely unboxing her. So I'm not surprised that when you buy these secondhand a lot of the time, the ring is not included because they do fall out. So my Melrose doesn't have her ring. She just has her hole. Ooh. So from what I glean from reading some character descriptions, Melrose is sort of the smart college student type who likes to write songs, and Arizona is sort of like the diva singer type. So she practices singing every day. She's like a hard worker. She wants to be famous. She's obsessed with herself, but also a good friend and gives good advice. So that's kind of what I got from the character descriptions, which I googled because the website is out of service and has been for many years. Yeah. She has these little booties and she has these tall boots. So another major thing to mention about these is that they have insane articulation. Like, they don't just have the basic points. So they have like arm, elbow, and wrist, but then they also have the extra like under boob, like torso one, which is pretty rare, I would say, on like Playline dolls. So these could really do it all. And I think people just weren't ready, you know, like they were ahead of their time almost in a way. And that's why they're so sought after to this day. So as a bonus, I'm just going to show you guys this little poster that came in Arizona's box. I was lucky to even find an in-box one because I was able to get like this poster that came with it. Normally I would expect to get them all out of box already, so this was cool. I just had to put it on my wall because it makes me feel like I'm actually like collecting them in the time period that they came out. It just makes me feel like I was there, you know, even though I was there. It's not like I wasn't alive in 2010, but still, these went under the radar. But yeah, this little poster shows the 4 characters: Bijou, Tristan, Melrose, Arizona. I really want Bijou and Tristan. They're like my favorite ones. And it shows like the fashion packs and wig packs that came out. The afro wig is super cute. So that's a little blast from the past there. But that's about all the information I have to share with you guys today about Moxie Teenz. Again, these are a gorgeous line with inset eyes and lashes, and if you get a chance, if you see one in the wild, I'd highly recommend snatching one because they're super underrated and super beautiful. Thanks for watching!